It's I don't know what's up with that. I mean, Carl, what's up, man? Why you
Damn.
why you hating? Why you hating, bro? I've seen
Countdowns just want to count down. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you just wanna. You just gotta count down.
Making sure everybody has time to crank their volume.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to Greater Point Live. Glad everybody's here. Hope they had a wonderful day. We got Matt from Metal Movies and Brewskis, who has a campaign he wants to talk about tonight. And somebody might be noticing something's amiss. I don't know what he's talking about. And what do you think? You know, he makes a good point. Just saying, he makes a good point. That's I don't know what you're talking about. Mike's Mike. He's always been Mike.
That says right there, Evil Bob the old Makey.
Yeah.
Mike's just over here living his best life. What's going on?
Exactly. So, Matt, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing awesome, man. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, but I can imagine how you were feeling the other day. And I'm going to guess it was something like this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Exactly like that.
So
yeah,
let's kind of
Goodness.
let's kind of talk about why you were kind of in that situation. You were doing your campaign, Butch Cleaver, which we will look at in a little bit here. And you went to extend, and you made what we call the mistake. And instead of going to 60, you set it to 30, and then you were like, "Oh no!"
Yes, sir.
So,
yeah, it was horrible, man. I was approaching the last 30 days of the campaign, and sometimes people wait till like midnight or the last minute, and I don't really like waiting to the last minute for things.
Yeah.
So it was like 7 or 8 in the morning, and I hit the 30-day extension instead of 60-day. It was a rookie mistake, and I do apologize, everybody. And basically, I got on the computer and I emailed Indiegogo, and I couldn't get a hold of them. I sent out a couple of them, like, please help, and I basically just let everybody know, like, hey, I got 1 day left, and that was that. And I went to work and did my 8 hours. I came back home, and I let everybody know again. And then Ethan popped on, so I went on there. He usually has a pretty big audience, so some people that might be interested in the book, they might check it out. And I did a little super chat, and then someone else did another super chat, and I don't know why Ethan he pulled up my campaign, and he said, maybe you guys might want to check it out, and people went on there and checked it out. And then after that, a lot of people on Twitter, all Comicsgate came out, and they went to bat for me and backed the book. And I got to fund my book, and I'm just been on cloud 9 ever since. And I'm not going to make that mistake again. But it was good to be fully funded.
Because I knew you were upcoming guest, and I said, this is going to be a very sad stream if we don't get to it.
Right.
Because at that point, we'd be doing a post-mortem and trying to figure out what we do next time,
And so, I got to say, everyone that came out, this beer's for you.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That really was cool to see, because it really was kind of like an emergency.
Yeah. I still can't believe it. I feel like I'm not myself. Throughout the entirety of the first 30 days of the campaign, I was gifted and blessed by all of Comicsgate and other people too, just worldwide, just coming around and helping me out. I feel like I don't deserve it, but I'll definitely take it. And I love it. And thank you guys for having me on. It's a pleasure and an honor. I love the show. You guys are great. Thank you.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, man. It's like I've seen you in chats, and our chat, and different people's chats, and you're a big, you're always there, giving people the hell yeah and all that good stuff, and so it's good that it could get reciprocated back to you, because it was, and like I said, it was scary for a little bit, because I was watching it, and I probably stayed up later than I should, because it was like 2:30 in the morning, and you were like. I want to say 85%. I was like, I said it's really late. You know, I'm mathing in my head. I was like, well, if he had a, I'm trying to. I was even considering. I said, should I? I mean, I was actually thinking about just throwing the rest of the money at you, just so you could get, so it could be taken care of, And I'm like, but like I said, the community came through, so that was what.
Thanks, man. Man, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Fuck. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, whew, like.
I didn't. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Like I was just sitting there, like down to the wire, and I see all these people just backing me, and I don't know. It's you can't explain the feeling that what it's like to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's the feeling right there. What I'm showing on screen. That's what you were.
Oh yeah. I was just like, oh man, because you know how it is. You put in a lot of work. You put in a lot of pre-campaign. You're trying to build everything up. A lot of people come out and help you. A lot of people put in a lot of work for me, and I didn't want to let anybody down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt that I was letting everybody down too, because like Rotten Glory and Death Metal Hero, they even made a song for Butch Cleaver, a death metal track. All the backers get when they back the book. I send that to them within 24 hours. I try to, and just a lot of people, going to bat for me, and I felt like I had to hit that goal.
Yeah, I thought when I saw that that morning, I think it was that morning when you made that post, and you said you ran into a problem. I was like, what's going on? And so when you said it, it's like, oh no,
Yeah, it was scary, man. And I hear other people like said that if you could call them and talk to them and tell them to fix it for you, but I called them and I couldn't get a hold of nobody. I only seen one number. I Googled it, couldn't find it. It's just like a message, like leave an email. So I sent them 2 emails and they never got back to me. And they still haven't got back to me. But I don't care because I'm funded, so it doesn't matter either way. But,
yeah, it worked out in this regard.
Yeah,
you're not the only one that this has happened to. So don't worry about that. But I was nervous. Because Wayne was like, I'm not 100% sure he's gonna come on.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like,
you might not come on.
yeah,
because then it was like, because it happened, Phil with Zaid Comics, he said, he wanted to come on. I was like, well, I said, the very worst, I'll have you both on, because having both of you on would have been fine.
yeah.
And so, and now here's karma. Well, not karma. This isn't really karma, but coincidental that I went ahead and booked Phil for that today because of your issue,
Yeah.
But then his computer blew up, so he can't be on. So,
yeah, it's crazy, man. There's another stream I was supposed to go on, and like my internet went out, and then I was supposed to go on another time, and their internet went out, and so now I'm gonna hopefully try to go on a third time.
Yeah.
But it's just things happen for a reason, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just can't explain the universe.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's weird, man.
I mean, and it's and it works out too that like I said, things work out like they work out. It might be a situation where because you didn't extend, quote unquote, that it wouldn't, that you got the push you needed to get where you needed.
Yeah, that's true.
The way for it to work out for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's possible.
It's here. Did everyone shave their heads like Piper? Well, I always shave my head because I'm bald anyway. But I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else here. So
My hair is as long as it's ever been, except for that time I cut it.
Except for that one time and everything. So
really want to make a shaving my eyebrows joke, but
Oh no!
oh boy.
Did much.
Well, all right. I'm sorry. I got to get back to normal. I can't.
Aw.
Just couldn't take it anymore, huh?
I've been I've felt naked long enough. I need to put my mask back on.
I see.
Yes, exactly.
Mike's not going to change the whole thing because boobies. Oh, you let me down, Mike.
No, but I knew who I was until I put on the mask. Now everyone knows who I am, and it's kind of awful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
What movie is that from?
Oh, that was just me doing
Until I put on the mask.
Yeah, the original's from Dark Knight.
There we go.
But I put
Bane,
a little bit of
Yeah.
Cecil on it.
Yeah.
That's my son's name, Bane.
Oh
For
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Bane Wolf.
Okay,
okay.
that's a little less. Oh, no.
that's actually pretty
Fucking
metal when you think
metal.
about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's pretty fucking metal.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I mean, does he ever ask you if you feel in charge?
Well, he's only he's coming up on 1 year in September, so
Well,
He'll start asking you that when he's about 2.
well, right now he's in charge. He's already in charge. Yeah, his feet and his fists kind of say so.
If you if suddenly he starts monologuing about you merely adopted the dark, I was born in it, molded by it.
I was born in this.
You guys liked it? You guys like that Bane from the movie?
Well, it's
No.
listed we like
He's
the
funny.
movie more than we like the
It's
meme.
funny.
Yeah.
The concept of him is funny as shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'd say the
Well,
execution
actually,
was funny as shit.
Actually, the concept is okay, but
Right.
the execution's funnier because
Yeah.
Mhm.
you
And
got
it's
this
been
guy.
memed so many times.
Oh
you know?
god, he's
I think-
technically high on morphine all the fucking time.
Yeah, the whole time. He's on a constant codeine or
Yeah,
Um,
to keep the pain. Yeah.
I like the one from the comic more. I think that's epic. I would totally watch a whole Bane movie. But if it was 100% comic accurate, personally,
I would love a Bane that is pumped up on venom, but
yes,
not
completely right.
You know, like
Yeah,
because that was what was disappointing. Well, that whole movie was disappointing, but Batman.
yeah,
But the fact they brought in Bane and then it was just a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a joke for me. Like the main thing about that whole franchise, because like Batman Begins, it might be, it's in my top favorite movies. I love that movie. I could watch it over and over again. The first one, Batman Begins. But like I feel with that movie, they could have taken the franchise in any direction they wanted whatsoever after that movie. But what they did with him in the third movie, it just doesn't seem like something Batman would do. Just retire for 10 years, and he was only Batman for like maybe almost 2 years in the whole trilogy, and the trilogy takes place over like 12 years, I think.
Yeah.
So he's only Batman for like 2 years. So just like that's how un-Batman of you.
Yeah. That made no sense. It's like I think the time skip is what bugged me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, went from basically year 1,
Yeah.
and then the Joker was basically year 2, 2.5 ish.
Yeah.
Because they even they teased it with the end of 1, where they showed he had the Joker card.
Yeah.
And then they did this big skip where it's like, oh, I stopped being Batman because of what happened.
Well, also the Harvey Dent Act, which as we learned, just makes it easier to put people in jail. It's like, so you're putting people in jail that don't belong there, or it's just an easier way to put people in jail. Like, so crime by proxy goes down, but you're gonna get.
Also, it goes against what he said at the end of the second movie, where he said what they were saying he's doing it because he can take it.
Right.
He is the Dark Knight. That. So the whole point was they were trying to set. To me, it was like setting up like he lost people during this. He lost Harvey. He lost what's her name, his girlfriend, or was not really his girlfriend, but
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Rachel.
I'm Blink. Yeah, Rachel Dawes. There we go.
He lost Rachel and all that. So it basically said like to me it was like he lost the 2 people that he had faith in that could turn things around in Gotham City. So it had to fall back on him.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that in the third Batman movie that everything was like hunky dory. Yeah. I did the job,
There's got to be at least like a couple movies in there, probably. I mean, there got to be, but I mean,
Yeah.
we'll never see it. You know what I mean? But and just I don't know. I kind of wish they showed a little more of the fighting. Like they could get away with it in the first movie because he's like a phantasm or a phantom of the night, and it's more about not seeing him because he's a ninja or whatnot, and they're building up his persona. But by the second movie, I kind of wanted to see what they did with Batfleck in the warehouse scene of Batman versus Superman. A little more of the Arkham style fighting.
The cooler scene. I'm not too particularly fond of that movie, but I did like those scenes.
Yeah, I have a love.
The fight scenes were good.
That,
I like and I really like the scene with him with his, in his power suit where he just beats the shit out of Superman.
Yeah, it was straight up Dark Knight Returns brought to the screen. And Snyder said, like, right after, I think it was right after 300, he's like, they asked him, I seen in an interview, what movies you want to make? He's like, I want to make Watchmen, and I want to make the Dark Knight Returns. So he didn't really get the Dark Knight Returns 100%, obviously, but yeah, that movie, for me, it's like, it's a love-hate relationship. Like, I hate it and I love it at the same time. I love what they do with Batman. I think he's perfect pretty much for the most part in that movie. I love seeing him wreck like he does in that warehouse.
Yeah.
But then a lot of the other stuff, man, and how I don't know. But I am pumped up for the Snyder cut. I'm not so pumped up for the Flash in that universe so much. But
I agree with Matt Wenger. I agree with Matt Wenger's take on that. Is like, can we, instead of a Snyder cut, can we have an Ezra Miller cut where we cut him out of the movie?
That's what's up.
Just get rid of him altogether and just put somebody else. And at this point, like seeing some of the sorry. I wonder if I can do this here. Hold on. No, I can't do that. But what I would like to see them do is what do you call it? That guy who played Cyborg. Yeah, screw him too. He's been mouthing off lately, and
yeah, it's been very cringe. It's like, dude, come on, you're about to get a little juice up into your career. You just kind of gotta not say nothing right now and just kind of ride the hype train.
Just ride the hype train,
and just be quiet, dude, and everything. You're gonna get some roles. But he's kind of getting cringy.
The thing was like, okay, dude, we get it. You don't like Joss Whedon. Nobody else does either. That's fine. But then you're throwing Jeff Johns under the bus. And by the way, he's the only one saying it.
Yeah, no one else is saying anything.
Nobody's backed him up on that.
Yeah, it's just kind of I don't know, man. It just seems
at this point, since they're doing reshoots and everything, I say fuck him and get the guy who's doing Cyborg from Doom Patrol. Let him.
Yeah.
Let him.
Yeah, get the Flash from TV maybe. Put him in there too. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys. Got a super chat from Sleepless Comments. That Micah guy is not a nice individual. That's a good point.
Hail Micah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. You got me. Sorry, I'm a little thrown off right now. I don't. Was not expecting.
That Micah guy is not a nice individual.
Was not expecting a Micah Curtis in the stream tonight.
I can't wait for that book he's got coming out. That
3 nights, 4
days. Yeah, dude, that shit looks fucking awesome. It reminds me of that game Dante's Inferno a little bit.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. And also that one movie, Season of the Witch, with Nicolas Cage and Ron Perlman. It's not a great movie, but I still like it a lot. It's really cool with the whole Crusader Knights going after with the Gothic Crusade and taking the witch to kill her or whatnot.
There would what was I going to say? There was I've seen what he's got, the idea he has for the Vinny Tartamella cover, and I think people want to jump on that when it comes because it's looks really, really cool. Of course, I think Vinny might have sketched it out yet. I don't know, but I know he apparently Micah shunned Vinny the other night, even though he kind of did. I don't know.
Yes.
So what now? You okay there?
I don't know if she is. I don't know if she ever will be.
I think she's adopting new personalities because of.
Yep.
She's had the avatar too long.
Yeah. Now I'm confused.
Are you going to use that one? I sent her something to take.
What?
Hopefully, maybe.
Oh.
You guys pumped up for that new Venom movie coming out with Carnage and Woody Harrelson?
I was one of those. I didn't think the Venom movie was going to be good, and then I watched it. And I was like, "This is not bad."
Yeah, I liked it a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I went in there because I love Venom. He's always been one of my favorites, bro. And I went in that movie like knowing he didn't have the symbol, and his symbol was basically white veins. That was his symbol in this. And I was like, I'm gonna go in there. Hardy's a pretty solid actor.
Yeah.
And I went in there and I liked the fucking movie, dude. I'm sorry, I thought it was great. I liked it more than Endgame. It was cool. It reminded me of The Fly a lot. It reminded me of a lot of movies that I liked from back in the day. It wasn't 100% comic book accurate, but the idea that they brought in Woody at the end and the way that they're weaving him into the story, I think it's better than the comic because it's not like they met in jail. He's actually interviewing him like Clarice in Silence of the Lambs. So that I think that's going to be really fun, hopefully. But we'll see how Andy Serkis pulls it off.
I just, like I said, when I sat down and watched the movie, not expecting much, and because it was more of a Sony only film, not much ties with Marvel, with.
It is now though.
Yeah, it is now, but
it wasn't. Yeah.
The way it characterized both of them, like with Venom was. I thought they did really good with it, with the Venom side of it, and I really enjoyed the like his conversations, like when he's talking to that one crook in the store. He said, "What I'm going to do is I'm going to eat your leg, then I'm going to eat your face."
Right, and it's that dude from the Raid movies too. I think the guy from the little badass from the Raid movies. He bites his head off at the end of the movie. I love that, and I love how he was doing the voice of Venom. So Hardy was Venom, and he was Brock as well. So I thought that was really cool, man. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh man, fuck all these rogue Spider-Man movies." I'm down to watch rogue Spider-Man movies, bro. Spider-Man's got the best rogues gallery, him and Batman. I'd love to see a Craven movie. I'm pumped for Morbius. At first, I saw that Morbius trailer, and I was like, eh. But at the end, I was like, oh, he's got Morbius nose. I was like, hell yeah, dude, they nailed the Morbius nose. I'd rather see that maybe than this Joker, possibly, So
I was about to say, Jared Leto looks like he'd do better as. Okay.
Sorry, I had to get a good close up of that.
He looks like he'd do better as Morbius than he would Joker, honestly.
Yeah, his Joker was just kind of something was off about it. I respect something different. I mean, I kind of wish he went a different way. I thought he could have pulled that off, the look of him. Personally, I would have put a big fat rubber nose on him, so he looks more Goblin-esque, like he does in the books and multimedia.
Yeah,
but
I didn't get like tattoos on him and shit. I was like, that's stupid.
They went for they're inspired by a lot of like cartel people from jail and stuff like that, with the tats and the thug stuff. I wasn't really feeling it too much. I don't know, man. They just kind of go in there and wipe those tats off. It would have been.
So Joker joined the clown supremacist movement?
Oh God. But no, the reason why it didn't work is because the Joker isn't a traditional criminal. He's a psychopath. Him aping like these MS-13 motherfuckers is bizarre, actually. Honestly.
And he's really it was just weird, and he was always like fucked up on heroin, like in the movie, just like it was like Fear and Loathing Joker,
Yeah, my thing with the Joker would be like, especially like you said, like aping gang shit and stuff like that. He'd be like, these guys are pussies.
Yeah, exactly. He's on a whole nother level, dude.
Yeah,
he's obsessed with Batman. He's in love with Batman. He wants to prove to him. So
I always think about the one thing they always said. I think it was during Identity Crisis, and the villains. They had basically they aped one of the old JLA satellites as their headquarters. Yeah, and one of the things that they said is like, when we want to scare, new villains, we tell them Batman stories, but we want to scare each other, we tell Joker stories.
Right.
Because they said, Joker's that, he's always that guy, nobody really wants to fuck with him. Right.
Nah, man.
And I even, I think it was Batgirl Year One when they finally brought Batgirl to the cave and was like telling her about everything. Robin told her, like, he was going through the, list of villains, and he said, stay away from this one. Talking about Joker.
Right? Yeah, Joker.
Like, don't interact with him at all. Like,
and Batman handled him.
Possible.
What did you guys think of Joker with Joaquin Phoenix?
I actually really liked it.
I really
personally.
I thought it was good, well put together. He ain't the ain't any kind of like origin that we're familiar with, and that's probably a good thing.
Which, I mean, to be fair, there were multiple origins for the Joker, and none of them really tell the whole story. So I think I kind of like this take on it.
I like that it's rather than going on the Killing Joke idea that a good person and one bad day is what puts them over the edge. It's just it's just a series of bad days in the right order, and no easy way out, and putting them in the corner, and all of a sudden a person who is decided they're going to kill themselves in a big spectacle suddenly has that weird clairvoyant moment of, why should I?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It kind of reminded me of a little bit of Falling Down.
I'm about to say Falling Down. I love that movie, Falling Down.
Yeah.
That's in my top 10 for sure. Schumacher and Douglas at their best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a solid movie, dude. It's got that taxi driver anarchist thing. I'm not an anarchist, but I fucking love that movie. It's great.
It's just like you said. It's like like Xavier said. It's like that one really, really, really bad day,
right? Where you get all that shit happening. Hey, the other day, that was a really bad day for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit happened that day, but I'm not going to cry and get into it. But I'm a religious guy, so I was praying, and it worked out. It worked out for me.
You were probably thinking, I'm not saying anything, but if 3 a.m. comes, and I don't know what side what coast is on, but it ends at 3 a.m. Yeah. But,
I try to stay positive as much as possible. You know what I mean? When I'm like, oh shit, this shit's obviously fucked up. Like, there's a lot of fucked up shit happening today. Don't get mad. Don't be a little soy baby. Fucking just be all right. Everything's gonna be cool. Stay the course. Be positive. This whatever your body's telling you to act to trip out. But stay positive.
Yeah, keep moving forward. That's the best.
Yeah. I think I may have said clairvoyance earlier. I meant to say clarity.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, that moment of clarity.
Yeah, I like that movie too. What I liked about the Joker was just seeing his transformation into the character. That's what I liked a lot about it the most. What do you guys feel about him being the Joker in the Pattinson Matt Reeves verse?
I don't know.
I think I could live with it if it's done correct. If it's done well.
Because that movie looks like it's done in the 70s, kind of. And then the Matt Reeves one looks like a late 90s or early 90s type movie. You know what I mean? So they could merge them together.
You could have an older Joker.
Yeah, which I'm cool with. It don't matter. I mean,
the Joker doesn't matter. Yes, and plus, I mean, we could, you can still work in that whole chemical thing.
I was gonna say, but I would still want him to be the falling into a vat of chemicals.
Well, like I said, it could be that this guy, it was still the Joker, but he fell into a vat of chemicals, so Batman thought he fucking died, but it turned out he didn't die. Now he's mutated.
It's even worse, right?
Yeah,
now he's super powered in a way. We don't know what the fuck. We don't know if he's gonna be like Captain America or something.
It's Joker from the Batman, where he was like fucking like a kangaroo man.
Oh, that was weird.
I'm sorry. I like that show, guys. I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm a Batman whore, so I like seeing all the different iterations of Batman.
It was like cool I was one of those that grew on me. I liked it when they changed his outfit to be more regular Joker, but still, you know what I mean.
He didn't have the straight jacket and all that stuff.
Yeah. I didn't like the straight jacket. It was all right though, but it was one of those series that grew on me, and then I really liked it. Of all the ones, I really like Batman Brave and the Bold. I was like,
that was cool too, man. Like,
I was like, I didn't think
all.
I said this is going to be camp shit. It's going to be terrible, and then it turned out to be hilarious.
And the homeboy from Office Space, watch out for your corn, bud. He's Batman. It's fucking Diedrich Baker.
The line that gets me every time, it's like somebody had called. It might have been Green Arrow or something. Had called Batman about something. He's skiing down a mountain. Right, Batman's skiing down a mountain. It's like, what the fuck's going on? And he's like talking to him, and all of a sudden you see arrows fly by him. Or no, sorry, laser bit fire flies by him. He said, "Sorry, I'm fighting ski ninjas with lasers." So I'm like,
yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I take all my Batman. You know what I mean? Like every now and then, though, they get a little kind of weird. Sometimes in the comics too, you're like, yeah, dude. But I like seeing, but for me, I like the Arkhamverse, the games. That's probably my favorite, dude. I really like what they did with the characters and the whole the Arkhamverse, the Rocksteadyverse.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, old brother. Unhinged.
There you go. Yeah, give him.
He's probably gonna do. He's gonna do a sketch card for Butch Cleaver.
Nice.
Oh, really? Cool.
Hell yeah.
He gonna be on tomorrow night.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. But what was it? You made me think. Oh, what was that one? Beware the Batman. I thought that was gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be cringe. Just in the opposite way. It's like, oh, it's gonna be like edgy and stuff like that. But that was pretty good too. I don't think they gave it enough time to, be explored.
Was that the CGI one?
Yes.
I never got into that one. What I did see though, what I liked about it was they were going more into the untapped rogues gallery that he has. Is that correct?
Yeah. And plus, they had Katana, so they kind of led you like, oh, maybe we're going to see the Outsiders at some point.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Because it hit around the same time that Green Lantern CGI show came out.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I like that one too. That was another show I think didn't get enough recognition.
What do you guys think of the new the whole Matt Reeves Batman verse? I know we or the Batman. I know we talked about it a little bit, but not too much. What do you guys think about him playing Batman? What do you think of the suit? What do you think of the Batmobile? What's your take on that?
I had a meme when it came out, when it first showed the suit. And it's like Batman from Dark Knight, where he's saying like, "I don't wear hockey pads."
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And then the next picture is looks like he's in hockey pads. So I was like,
"You're right, dude."
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of the suit, bro. I'm not a big fan.
Nah, neither am I.
Yeah, I'm full of Snyder, dude. I'm sorry, I gotta go with the Batfleck, brother.
I never thought I would like for Batfleck.
Well, I like Batfleck because he's straight up Bruce Timm and Jim Lee. Hush.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's some other shit that's probably not that great, but for the most part, visually, he's kind of perfect for me.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it had to, like I said, there were some things I would definitely done better. I would have done differently in those movies, or wanted to see differently, I should say.
Oh yeah.
But I did like the one scene where it's just Batman and the Doomsday. That'd be another thing I'd change. It wouldn't be a morph of Zod. It would just be an actual Doomsday.
Yeah, I hated the whole like Peter Jackson troll-esque design of Doomsday because I love fucking Doomsday. He's got these cool bone powers.
Yeah.
And so like it's just
I don't like any iteration of where they try to give Doomsday like Superman powers.
Yeah,
I just want to see him.
Yeah.
Like,
and then Luther, I didn't like Luther, bro. I wanted like Bryan Cranston or something. I didn't like it.
Straight up this evil, rage coming at you. You know what I mean? And he beats you because he beats you, not because he has superpowers. Like
he just
he has
he's
Doomsday, not like heat vision and all that shit. That's why I didn't like one thing I didn't like. It threw me off. Like I was digging Death of Superman, the animated one, the newer one that came out.
Yeah, there's been a couple of them too. Bruce Timm ones too, right?
Yeah, Bruce Timm did one, and then they did one in that new, kind of like that new universe with Doomsday. And I thought it was cool, and then all of a sudden Doomsday is flying and doing fucking heat vision and shit like that. I was like, nope.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's a little much, bro.
Mm-hmm. And
I just want to come out,
Yeah, the fact Superman killed him by breaking his neck. I said, no, I wanted that one big hit. They both like go at each other.
Yeah.
One last
He's
time.
like that, and the other dude's like that or something.
Yeah, exactly. That one big hit, and they both basically kill each other at the same time.
I remember that book, man. I had the graphic novel when it came out. That was fucking awesome, bro. I love the '90s. I love the 4 Superman that came out too. I don't know.
Yeah, I really did like the Reign of the Superman. Yeah, that would
have been a cool movie. Like a cool movie. Like I would like to see that live action. It could have been pulled off a little bit. That would have been fun.
Good point by.
Yeah, he was very Zuckerberg. I wanted to see I wanted to see more like Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. I thought he would have been the perfect Luther, as a lot of other people did. Just cool, calculating, stoic. Yeah. He was just like feeding people gummy bears and stuff. Like I don't know. I don't know, dude. It was just too quirky for me.
Disappointments with the Godzilla movie because Bryan Cranston died in the first 30 minutes. What the fuck is this?
Yeah,
I advertised this goddamn movie for 2 years. Bryan Cranston's starring in this movie, and then he's only in the 30 minutes. Like, fuck this shit.
He's just like screaming at the end and like, "Hey, dude, where'd you go, brother?" Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah, he did. He did. And not even killed by Godzilla by accident or anything like it. Killed by the monster that Godzillians are killing. It's like, guys, I don't know about you, but what the fuck? I just noticed it keeps getting closer.
Oh God.
Oh yes.
What do you guys think of a? Okay, so you got a Negan, right, and Maggie from Walking Dead playing Bruce Wayne and Martha Wayne in the Snyderverse. What do you think of them making a Thomas Wayne Batman movie with her as a the Joker as well, Maggie from
so basically like doing the
Flashpoint universe.
Nice.
Flashpoint kind of thing.
And specifically them too. What do you guys think of that?
I could dig it because I really like the portrayal of Thomas Wayne as Batman. Like
me too.
As somebody who's like, because Bruce is shaped because of what happened, and he's thinking I'm doing this out of revenge. He's doing this I don't want this happen to another little child. Whereas Thomas Wayne is always like that take was that I'm doing this for fucking revenge.
I shall be vengeance incarnate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I like his arc, dude.
Incarnate, essentially. Yeah.
And like I hate it, man, when they take characters that are just like whatever, and then they make them like that character just really sucked me in. I liked it a lot. It's same thing with Flash Thompson. I like, oh dude, they're gonna make another Venom, and I ain't gonna lie, like they brought me in and they made him a war hero. Then they made him a paraplegic. Then they made him an alcoholic. Then they gave him an abusive father. I'm like, motherfucker, why you got to make him give this badass arc? You know what I mean? And I actually liked Agent Venom a lot. Like I forgot who wrote it, but the guy from Walking Dead did the illustrations. He looked like Spawn. He had the spikes and the machine guns. That's just fucking awesome, you know. And I ended up Flash Thompson's my favorite Venom now.
Yeah. Well, and it's good when they do shit like that because I got to put this up here. Geez Piper, if you wanted me that close to your face, I could just take you to dinner.
I was typing a response, but that would be a little bit awkward. Like if we're trying to eat and all up in my face at the same time.
Is your food good?
All up in there. Can you imagine? Like, hold up. It'd be just like, hey. How's it going?
Shut up.
Hey, so I see you're enjoying those noodles. I am
too. I'm enjoying that you're enjoying those noodles.
Hey, I love noodles, brother. I love ramen, but fresh ramen is the best. Oh my lord!
Too hot in here? No, just checking.
I wear glasses to be fogging them up on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever eaten pho?
Yeah, pho. Yeah. Pho. It is pronounced pho. I can't.
Pho. Okay.
I mess up because it's spelled pho, but that shit's awesome. Love that shit.
I like it, but I like ramen more. Pho to me, it's just like it's delicious. Don't get me wrong, but I guess it's primarily made of like pork, beef broth and chicken broth, and it was created by missionaries and nurses in Vietnam. And the noodles are small though; it gets kind of caught in my throat when I'm eating it. But ramen is primarily comprised of pork broth or pork shank that's been roasted for 11 hours. And you got the belly in there, the bacon, and the boiled egg. So I don't know. It's kind of hot right now though, but during the winter, that's pretty good. But some folks are experiencing the storms over there on the East Coast. So I don't know.
I like both, but I put chicken or shrimp in either one. I don't touch.
I've taken to frying my ramen after cooking it a little bit with some soy sauce in with it, and you throw in some add-ins like vegetables or an egg, and then maybe some pork strips or chicken and maybe mushrooms. Last time, that was so good. The last time we did that was so good.
It always goes to cooking and food.
I love food,
we're
man.
Hungry. We're hungry for success.
I never thought to fry the ramen.
Okay, well, what you do is you basically...
I just put all that crap in a bowl and eat it.
Yeah, okay, so what you do is you boil the ramen, you drain it, you put it in a frying pan, a little bit of your favorite oil, and then you put in like a tablespoon of of soy sauce, and then like half of the packet mix, or up to all the way the packet mix, and then you just throw in add-ins all fucking day. Just keep throw it in like you're slapping racks just all over the fucking place. Like yeah.
Nice. So like in a wok.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can do it on a frying pan. That's what I do all the time.
Okay. I just figured a wok sounds easier, but
so
either way, I'll probably catch it on fire the first time I try to do that.
Can we talk about? Can we?
Oh yeah, we should, speaking of frying things, we should. What's this book about?
Well, we could go back to comic books.
Should have said, speaking of meat, would have been better.
Yeah. Speaking of meat and cleavers that you're using to meat.
Hey, I'm John Malin. Speaking of meat.
Oh, that is the worst John Malin impression I've ever heard. Man.
I can't.
Speaking of meat.
I'm kind of a chick, so.
Kind of a chick. So
no excuses.
I was gonna ask...
My name is Soy John Malin.
Oh Jesus.
Piper, you're gonna get us beat up.
Yes, you stop. I was going to ask Matt. What does he? How does he feel about not being constrained by corporate super hero comics and can make his own anytime he wants and not have to worry about the rug getting pulled out from under him at any moment?
Yeah, I mean that sounds like amazing.
I love it, man. That's always been my dream. I hear horror stories about things, and I see that when you're making the character, it basically goes into the library of kind of lies in a way. You make your character, and you add to that library. Like, say, if you want to go do a Green Lantern or a Spider-Man or a X-Men or anything like that, Batman. I don't know, man. You're not going to be able to create your own character. And for me personally, I'd really like to just grow as an artist, an entertainer, as a creator, and make my own stuff, and have full control over it.
Yeah, that's because, as we've seen this week, chasing clout to be in the mainstream hasn't worked out for a lot of people.
Oh, no, it has not.
It seems kind of like hell in a way. Like it seems like sad and depressing and hellish, like and nightmarish. Like to go and I get to go draw a Batman and get paid like fucking nothing and get to eat off ramen and crackers every day and no one gives a fuck about me. Like, I don't know. To me, that doesn't sound very fun. I'd rather just work like a blue collar job and come home and make my own comic book and try to crowdfund it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have as little room as I have right now. I wouldn't want to be stuck in 12 per fucking square foot in a studio apartment. Holy fuck.
4 other people.
Yeah.
5 or 6 other soy-faced individuals.
Yeah.
Sharing my bathroom with 2 people already drives me crazy. I don't think I.
Statistically speaking, at least 2 to 3 of these soy-faced individuals are sex pests.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're so used to it. I mean, you can't help but sexually assault somebody in
wow
in 5 feet of space. Wow. It's like all the space that they have.
If Perth is still here, he ought to clip that shit.
They have only 5 feet of space to themselves.
So it's more accurate to say, of course, they have personal space issues. They're only used to having a very little space anyway.
Yes, right there.
There you go. That's the more friendly version of that.
I don't know. I like the they can't help, but what was it?
Yeah, can you clarify that?
Because they're so used to having no space. Fuck's sakes. Ugh, it's terrible. I wouldn't want to live like that. It's awful.
Nobody knows. What's going on?
I don't know anymore. So I see this guy has a real big knife.
Woo!
Here's an interesting take.
Shit, that brings up some ego and super ego fucking characters right there. Now, is it your left hand or your right hand?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was touched by a stranger, but it was also me.
Oh, no.
Just because you sat on your hand until it went numb does not mean it's a stranger.
Look, there's a portion of our brains that if it's severed in half, we no longer have control over our left-hand side, and the left-hand side becomes like its own creature. It's called alien hand syndrome, and it's bizarre.
Yeah, that happened similar to my father. My father had brain surgery at a young age. He had brain tumors on his brainstem, and after the surgery, he became an ambidextrous, and he was able to use write with his right hand and his left hand. It's pretty phenomenal what the brain could do after it's been through different things,
after traumas and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Speaking of things that affect your brain, let's talk about Butch Cleaver.
Yeah.
So, what is the premise of Butch Cleaver?
So basically, Butch Cleaver is a fantasy horror western about a brutal butcher who's killed and brought back to life by a voodoo curse. And with that curse, it gives him the power to weaponize bone on a molecular level. So he tries to use that power for revenge, reckoning, and maybe some redemption.
Very cool. And at first I was looking at it, I was like, does he not have a trailer? Then the first time I looked at the thing, I was like, where's the trailer? And then I realized that's the play button.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I guess it's because of the shape. It kind of threw me off. I'm always expecting wider.
The typical
YouTube.
I need a symbol.
I'm expecting this. But then I see this, and I'm like, So, I see you got 2 trailers. Which one did we play? This one or the other one?
Well, the first one is the trailer, and the second one is the music video for the song Roll the Bones, created by Rottang Glory and Death Metal Hero from Comics Geek.
Fuck yeah, do both.
So, okay, we'll play the first one first then.
Yeah, it's on mute.
Here we go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Matt Berg. I'm an indie comic artist and writer and creator of Butch Cleaver. So what is Butch Cleaver? Well, if you threw Batman, Swamp Thing, Jonah Hex, and Hellboy into a meat grinder, Butch Cleaver would come out. Butch Cleaver is a fantasy horror western about a brutal butcher who is killed and brought back to life by a brutal curse that grants him the power to control and weaponize bone. He tries to use said power for revenge, reckoning, and redemption. With influences of old spaghetti westerns, Sin City, and horror movies from the last 80 years, Butch Cleaver might be the book you're aiming for. In this campaign, I'm offering a 48-page colored graphic novel with different tiers, backer input, and stretch goals. I was told I couldn't be an artist. I was told I couldn't make a comic. Now I'm here to ask you, help me prove the haters wrong and back Butch Cleaver. Thank you for your consideration.
Nice.
Well, thanks.
Very quick, to the point.
Here's
my
pages.
Book. Here's my book. Back it. So I guess now we're going to watch a music video.
Yeah.
Like you're for some metal, some death metal.
It's like it's 1999 watching MTV. Best
I think at that point that they were slowly starting to whatever.
In 1999, they were already pretty much fucked.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Okay. Nope. Animated by a personal pain, brought back to deal it over again. Devastated by the sneak decay, revenge for being just enough. Roll the bones! Roll the bones! Slashing those fuckers on the cosmic ground! Roll the bones! Sublime, super red. As the grand by the smooth wax, form in place, popping bones of time. All that's left, this talk will look Roll the bones! Roll the bones! Roll the bones, roll them bones, slashing these fuckers on the jaw. Roll the bones, roll the bones. Somebody
Nice.
likes Motorhead.
Yeah, Lemmy.
Yeah, when I first heard that, I was like, that sounds like Lemmy. Had to keep my composure there. I was like, wait a minute, I know he's passed. He can't be Kim.
Unless he's come back.
Oh
no.
Yeah, think about that. That's a good point. So, like you said, you went through what this is about. So let's talk about the campaign. What we're doing, what we got, what we're gonna get.
So with the first tier right there, that's the featured. You're gonna get a signed book, head sketch. You're gonna get an MP3 of the song you just heard. You're also gonna get a trading card, and you're gonna get a sticker by 6 a.m. Comics.
Oh, very cool. Hey, everybody, just to let you know, there's a featured tier.
He knows.
And as you can see, unlike Piper, if I hit the button accidentally, you don't see any of my information.
Outflanking plate, I guess. Good lord.
So now Xavier doesn't have to edit something and for 8 hours.
It was one time.
Actually, that took 3 days, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. It did.
It did take 3 days, yeah.
And then we
Trust
still had
me,
to.
I had to hear about it.
And then we still had to pull it down and edit it in a video editor and then re-upload it.
Oh,
It's just a nose now.
I still got some eyes there.
Eventually, you're going to be up his nose.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to be close enough. We're going to be able to see what Micah had for breakfast.
Dude, at this point, if she gets any closer, we're going to see what Micah is thinking. Straight up, be like a picture window and shit. But
I was going to say too about that sketch. I'm going to do that on a separate piece of paper. I'm still trying to figure out what type of paper. It might be like maybe a canvas or a Bristol, or I might put out a Twitter poll to see what people think about that.
Yeah, let people choose what they want. But yeah, featured tier people. You can do a campaign. Have one of these.
If you don't, we'll beat you up.
Yes.
Or we'll have something happen to one of Javier's menagerie.
And so
he has a lot of animals in his menagerie. Good lord.
Mm-hmm. So here we have the signed book and trading card here.
Yeah, with that one, you're basically going to get the signed book, the trading card. You're also going to get the sticker by 6 a.m. and you're going to get the MP3 track that you just heard. And as soon as you're back, I'm going to email you that MP3 track within 24 hours, hopefully, unless something crazy goes on. So,
right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try something real quick. This might not work. Did that make the thing any bigger?
Yeah. I made it longer. Yeah.
Okay, good. Now I have new tricks. Because I was noticing the other night Piper was sharing, and she had this really big window, and I had this really small window. I'm like, what's going on here? So
Not the size that counts.
yeah. Now I can show more window. So this one, $45, 2 books, 2 trading cards, pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, and with that one, you're going to get the cards, the stickers, and the MP3.
Very cool. And then we're getting into the nitty-gritty with some original art.
So yeah, that right there is I took one page out of the book. That right there is a part. I wanted to do like a fight sequence, like an action sequence, and it's basically the scene where Butch he goes into this bar. It's a meat hall saloon. I wanted to make a saloon where you could go and kind of interact with people in the town, and basically the roof of the building is a Viking ship turned upside down, and the doors is a Viking shield cut in half. He goes in there, and there's a bartender that's this Viking dude named Varbjorn, and it's called the Varg Skull. That's the name of the bar. And there's this doctor that's kind of following him through town towards the kind of the first third of the book, and he tries to take Butch's knife, and it doesn't end too well for him. And that right there, you're going to get the original art. You're going to get a head sketch. You're going to get the book signed by me. You're going to get the trading card, sticker, and the song. And the original art tier, it's free shipping worldwide.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Very nice. And then we have this $400 tier, the Dead Bones. What's in this?
So with that one right there, what I did for the pre-campaign is I did a poll on Twitter to see what people wanted as a sign-up perk or gift or what have you, and everybody said trading card. They wanted a trading card over everything, so I designed a trading card on 11x17 like a comic book cover, and I did it with on a Bristol with India ink, and that was the trading card design right there. And with that tier, so everyone that signed up for the book gets a trading card. But with that tier, I'm also going to throw in that trading card. Even if you didn't sign up, you're going to get it because I felt that it was incomplete without having that trading card for that tier. So with that, you're going to get the 0 trading card, which is the Slaughterhouse Homicide Butch. You're going to get the signed book. You're going to get the Butch Cleaver #1 trading card, which everyone else gets. You're also going to get the stickers, the MP3, and a head sketch, and that's shipping worldwide is free on that as well.
Awesome.
Cool.
So we got
Very nice.
Now we got this one. Roll the Bones, $400. Another $400 tier.
So that one I just put up today. That's the trading card art for everybody that gets the book. Basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make for the pre-campaign. I wanted to make a number because I'm going to number all the cards, and the pre-campaign was a 0. That's #1. So that one's just Butch Cleaver. The pre-campaign, it's called Slaughterhouse Homicide Butch. That one in the story when Butch is resurrected, he puts on the clothes that he used to wear when he was first alive. And as the story progresses, you'll see more bone ornamentation on his costume. And so with this, you're basically going to see how Butch is like normally, like that's how he's going to look. And in that tier, you're going to get the original art again on 11x17 Bristol board. You're going to get the signed graphic novel, 72 pages. You're going to get the head sketch. You're also going to get the trading card #1, and you're also going to get the stickers and the MP3 track. That one right there is also free shipping worldwide as well.
All right, nice, very cool. And then we got this one, $500, Butch Cleaver.
So that right there is the Comicsgate Indiegogo cover of the comic.
All right.
Again, it's on 11x17. It's the Bristol board. It's this right here. I actually have it hanging in the background. And you're going to get the original art. You're going to get the 72-page book signed, trading card #1. You're going to get a head sketch. You're going to get stickers. You're going to get the MP3 track. And you're also going to get the free shipping on that worldwide.
Very nice. And of course, we got some. Oh, I know this guy.
And that one sold out.
Yeah.
That was Preston Azevedo's. He sold pretty quick. He did his on 11x17. He's shipping his off. And with that, I wanted to make a postcard. The Magic Cop guys, the Diaz brothers, which you talked about earlier, Phil, and they did this nice postcard that I got when I backed the book, and I wanted to do the same thing. So Preston created this original, beautiful art, and I really wanted to do that with that. So that's going to be one of the stretch goals later on in the campaign for us to get that.
Yeah.
Nice.
He sold an original sketch for on our campaign too. So
yeah, I love that cover he did. The paintings. Oh man.
Oh yeah, dude.
CG for Zeta, man.
Exactly.
CG for Zeta.
He's straight up. Okay, let me shrink it back down so I can see what I'm doing. Because when I do that, all my tabs disappear. So let me go back to the top and kind of go through this art a little bit here. And like you said, it's 72 pages.
Yeah, basically what it did was I have 3 books. So I got issue 1 right here, issue 2 right here, and issue 3 right here that are all previously published that I had in comic book stores in California. And I wanted to combine them all into one graphic novel. And that's what I'm doing with this campaign. And I made a new cover for it and new trading cards. And that's basically what I'm doing with it. I wanted to make it 48 pages, but I'm just thinking, dude, I got 3 books. I need to just put them all together. They're all published. So what am I thinking? So that's why it's 72 pages on here. And then in the trailer, I say 48 pages. So.
I don't know if you saw this in the chat from Unhinged Entertainment. He said, sent you a whip of the card. If you want to show it, you can show it. It's not much yet. So
let's see what we got.
Yeah, just make sure you don't dox your DMs or anything like that.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
While
you're doing that, cool. Whatever this is supposed to be.
We're entering the nostril now.
Yep, going up in there. Get your gold digging apparatus.
Oh no, we're up Ralphie's nose.
If you guys want, let me see here if I can share the screen.
Yeah, I can share it.
We never went up people's nose at my old stream.
All right. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
yeah, add a stream. There you go. Nice.
Neat.
Cool.
It's funny when that came up on the screen. All of a sudden, a bug like flew up and tried to hit me in the face. Awesome, just what I needed. So yeah, that looks good. So obviously, there's going to be more to it at some point, but yeah.
Yeah, he's whipping it up. It looks awesome. I love it. Thanks, Unhinged. Looks great.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was.
I dig it.
While you were away, we were talking about how we were getting even closer.
Yep. We're getting up in there.
Inside Micah Curtis. I love it.
Lord have mercy. Okay, so back to this.
You thought you knew Micah Curtis gets about to get biblical. Whoa.
Like going through this, like you said, there's a trading card art. That looks awesome.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Of course, anything 6 a.m. does is awesome, too. Like,
yeah, I was like happy to see what Preston and him did. Like, they're the first people that's done the character. Yeah, it was just really cool to see that. It was awesome.
Yeah. And then we got the cover art. So as far as the story art, everything, you're doing everything?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
So in that scene right there, basically when Butch is resurrected, he's brought back to life in a bone cocoon in this bone desert. Basically, the sands are made of bone dust, and it's in this Bone Abbey Cathedral. And he's awakened by Mothmammon, this light-eating demon. And Mothmammon basically wakes him up, and he trains him on how to fight, and trains him on how to use his newfound powers, if you will.
Fun fact, a lot of deserts are already made out of bone because most of them are silica.
Right?
Yeah.
And all the fish, too.
Mm-hmm. Just going down. Yeah, everybody get a good appreciation for the art here.
Oh, yes.
But this is a double bone desert.
And that's the town right there that he's from. It's basically a town called Oubliette, and it's in a fictional 1800 setting. Just a random 1800s, and I wanted to make a town that was really gothic, had a lot of cathedrals. Every other building is either a cathedral or a saloon or a French Quarter building, and I wanted to make a world where I could put all my favorite things in there, like barbarians and cowboys, Native Americans. I could put banditos. I could put Vikings. I could do Shaolin monks, or I could put samurais and ninjas. Anything I really want, I could put in that world. If I want to put any type of monsters or ghosts and ghouls, and that's basically why I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like kitchen sink universes. They're pretty good.
It also means you don't have to stick to any sort of historical accuracy.
Yeah.
You just do whatever you want as long as it's cool.
So if I want to put something later on at the dawn of industrial civilization, I could, kind of include that in there. Mm-hmm. Or if I want to keep something really post, the beginning of the 1800s, I could do that too.
Yeah.
Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's good stuff.
That's right there. That's Opie the opossum. He's a bounty hunter that comes in about a third of the way, and he's got a dead possum skin cap on his head like Davy Crockett, and basically he's based loosely off of Wolverine and Sabretooth. I wanted to make a creature of the night. He's a bounty hunter, and I don't know. I think possums are cool. I think they're kind of underrated, and I tried to. Like possums are really cool, man. They got a death grip, so I made them a submissionist, and they got a lot of pouches because they're marsupials, so I gave them pouches, and they play possum a lot. They play dead a lot, and their tails are really strong, so I gave them a bullwhip, and I gave them a big old Bowie knife, too. So,
and they're also jerks. So.
Yeah, they hiss a lot.
Yeah. Also jerks. So scroll down. Yeah, this is good stuff, man. Oof.
And that's another dude he encounters in the book. That's El Dia. And he's just a bandito I really wanted to create. And you kind of see him. He's introduced a little bit into the story towards the end. And it's just a dude he interacts again with in the bar.
Right. Cool. Okay, then we got... Oh, this is interesting.
And that was the cover of the third issue. Right there you got Whitey Ratatouille. That's his old boss. He's a meat slaughterhouse company owner, and that's Opie the opossum on the left. They're cousins, actually. And that's the third cover.
That was really cool.
Thanks, brother.
And then is this Joseph King back here? Beefy Bull.
Oh,
So that right there is Beefy Bull. No, but that right there is that's Tor. That's his ride. That's his buddy, his best friend, and it's basically like his that's who he loves, and it's like his dog or his cat, and I basically that's like his Robin and his Batmobile put together. And he's just, I wanted to make a dead butcher cowboy with a dead bull that he rides around on, like a real cowboy, because most of the time they're riding horses. So
yeah, neat. And then oh my, I'm just gonna go ahead and say bones don't work this way, but nice.
Thanks, man.
Oh my God, where's his organs?
Yeah,
this isn't even my final form.
So with this, I wanted to have a lot of fun with Butch. I always thought Butch is like an amorphous character, so his bones are going to be all over the place. So whoever were to draw him, they could do whatever they want with them.
Yeah.
That's to give him a bone 6-pack, and he is.
Oh my fucking God! It took me that long to realize what those were. Oh.
He could die. he could die too. So his bones have like this substance inside that's like gory, gooey, like pinkish. Like if you cut into a steak, there's usually that little sinew and whatnot. And he needs a whiskey milk to survive. So when he goes to the bar and gets a drink, he has to have whiskey milk for his bones. He needs the milk.
Gotcha. Strong bones keep the doctor away.
Does a body good.
Gotta get that calcium.
Here's some shit going down.
And that's when he hatches. Basically, he explodes, and it's just I kind of wanted to put up a little bit of the pictures with just the lines on there. This is the original ink.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Thanks, man.
I like that art right there.
Oh, thanks, man. That's the original cover I did for the first book. And I will say on tonight, I have an announcement to make about this. For every backer, the first 100 backers, they're going to get a free copy of the original Warts and All Butch Cleaver right here, signed by me. So you're going to have all my grammatical errors and whatnot all in there, and a free signed copy put in with the campaign too. First 100 backers.
Very cool. Of course, there's some more stuff.
Yeah, it's just a second cover, and then that's the art for the new cover, original inks.
Very cool. Then
trading card.
And there's the sketch perk you were talking about. And here's some quick stretch goals.
The first one, basically, I get if you hit the 4,000, I'm gonna add added pages of behind the scenes material to it. There's a lot of stuff I could do with that. I have a lot of different things I could do. I could do breakdowns of thumbnails. I have different character designs, like the inceptions of some of the characters that I've done. Because when I first created the characters, I drew them and then I colored them with markers, kind of like Copics, but they're the Prima colors. So I have those, and those are from like 6 years ago. It's very old art. It's kind of embarrassing, but I want to put that in there too. Hopefully, some of them.
Yeah.
And just to see, I'm growing as an artist, and the more I practice, the more I kind of learn more things. And this book is a journey, so you're going to see some stuff might look a little better towards the end. I feel that I get better as I the more I do, the more I practice.
The more you do, the better you get, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next goal is the CG Frazetta goal with Preston Vito. I want to get the postcard going for everybody. The one after that is a wanted poster. A lot of CG Westerns are doing wanted posters, and I wanted one too, because in the book there is an actual wanted poster for Butch, and I wanted to do like a big one you could fold out, hang it up on your garage. You could throw some darts at it, and I wanted to make a Mothman trading card and a Opio Possum card. Those are another goals, and then maybe change the quality of the book, make it a little thicker. That would be the last one. And ideally, God willing, if I do 2 more campaigns, I want to do 3 cards per campaign. And that way, like, I have the trilogy, and then you'll have like a sleeve with 3 cards per campaign. You can look at all the characters and stuff.
Very cool. I will say for this one right up here, you're missing one.
Oh, Peregrine.
and cover artist for
I'll get in there and I'll put that in there tonight. I'll get in there.
There you go. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bull on that description right there.
Yeah, we're trying to give Preston as much exposure as we can because he's
and that cover is
friggin' Preston, for Christ's sake, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, we asked if he wanted money or exposure. He said, "Why not both?"
Right? Yeah.
Then he took my lunch money. I said, "This is the start."
And he said something about money being green and didn't beat me up, which is saying a lot. I'm a big guy, so
I just nodded at him. It was pretty okay.
Mm-hmm. Grade 0.5 exclusive. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we get all the exclusives here. That's what happens, you know. Everything's get broke down. There you go. You should buy 3 nights to give Preston both. Exactly. What the? What is going? What the?
We're continuing this journey.
We're going on an adventure.
Is this inside his nose?
Yes.
God.
I don't know about
Oh no.
Remind me, with Christmas coming up, remind me to get Micah a nostril trimmer. Get that cleaned out in there.
Well, if not cleaned out, at least uniform. Oh,
Just kind of make it look a little better, you know. Give it a give your nostril hairs a good comb.
Miss Frizzle, I want to get off this ride.
I'm sorry, there's no going back from this. We're going all the way.
What was that like? We're long past the point of no return. Let's keep going to see how far.
Exactly.
Barreling ahead at this point. So yeah, Butch Cleaver. Usually, at this point, I would be begging people to back, which I still want people to back it if they have not backed it yet. But I want to give a sincere thank you to the community and everybody who's watching who have backed it for getting it to goal in in the nick of time.
Right?
Yeah.
I agree.
An emergency
it
rush.
pretty much went to the wire, didn't it? Like,
yeah, all the way to the wire.
I bet you. I think you had. I think I looked. Maybe 5 minutes to spare?
Yeah. I think it was 5 minutes. And then, boom! It hit it.
You're like, oh no! Right?
Hell yeah! Unbelievable.
Yeah. Hold on a second. It's becoming like a thing here. Hold on a second.
If you don't back Butch Cleaver, I'm gonna force this llama to eat this entire blue whale.
Oh man!
Damn.
Now I'm just being silly, but better back it before.
That's gonna take a while.
And
I'm already working on the next book too. So.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna make 3 books. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Already have the script written and typed and everything. I'm already drawing it. So. I'm not currently. I put a stop to it though because I'm sizing up the 3 issues to go into the graphic novel. Then I'm going to talk to Mix'em, printing it with them, have them print out 1 copy, see if it's good, and then I'm going to and then I want to fulfill it in February after the holidays because I work retail and it gets crazy, bro. Like during the holidays, and I think it would be a nightmare to try to do that.
I know.
And it'd be cool to maybe hit some stretch goals in the coming months. If not, that's cool too. We're gonna get it going. And my main thing is to just get to Butch Cleaver in as many hands as possible with as many tchotchkes as possible. And I want people to love it or hate it, and hopefully not meh it. So
exactly. So since we were discussing your adventures from the other day, can we assume that this is what you were hearing?
Oh yeah.
You just oh no. Oh boy.
Sleeping inside my head.
Yeah, that was you, right? Like,
Oh no. Oh boy.
did you feel like because like you said, it was you said rookie mistake. Did you feel that? Did you have that thought in your head? It's like, if this doesn't work, it's all my fault, or kind of?
Oh yeah, it's 100% my fault, and I didn't want to leave. I don't want to let anybody down that really wanted the book and took the time to back it, and have to go and like ask them again to do it. It would have been a really painful thing, sort of, for everybody.
Yeah, it's like you've done all that, and then you got to go back to the well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had like
I'm sorry, this is funny.
Because you were before that, it was looking like before that big push. If you extended, it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be okay. It looks like I'm gonna make it. And
yeah,
then,
I think it was looking pretty good. I was feeling pretty positive about it. But you never know. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to count my eggs before they hatched. You never know if I would have hit it or not. But it was looking pretty good. I had a lot of people telling me they were going to back it later on, and I was at almost 60%, and I could have got 30 more days out of it. So
yeah.
But if not, to be honest with you, I was going to do it again. I would have done it again. I would have probably kept doing it again until I couldn't keep doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I tend to not give up on things I love a lot. So
what is going on?
Oh,
You're
it cut
now
off
in his
Cutie with the
thoughts?
booty.
Oh, okay. So you're now inside Michael Curtis's eyeballs, and you're.
We reached the brain.
Oh.
But it cut off where it says Cutie with a booty.
So inside Micah's head is the Eric Pride's video for Call on Me.
I know it's in my head every once in a while. Oh fuck! Now it's stuck in there now. Fuck.
It is Meg Turney on a treadmill.
There you go.
Which,
You
by
actually
the
looked
way,
that up, didn't you? You were like, I'm gonna find her on a treadmill.
if none of you have seen the Eric Pride's Call on Me video, do yourself a favor, go watch that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Check that out. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, considering this is what you ended up at, and I think what was it? You needed 3,000.
I needed basically I needed 35. I did get some backers, but a couple pulled out. So, but still, man, it's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still got some time.
Yeah. Now you got time on your side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Which, like I said, this is one of those weird situations where I was like, this might be a really bad show because it's going to be like I said, I was fearing a post-mortem at the very worst,
Yeah.
and then be discussing what you were going to do different next time and all. Because, that's usually when people have a failed campaign, that's the discussion is what I'm doing different,
Oh, yeah. It's embarrassing. And
yeah.
definitely, I'm probably going to just do 60 days next time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
They
I don't
need to
know.
make it easier because we were talking about the other day. It said if you wanted to, like, how some people do it, right? For a quick campaign or something like that. Like a campaign or something like that. You know what I mean? And so it would be easier if you could just set it instead of like, okay, I'm going to run it for 7 days. You type in 7, done. You type in, okay, and then on your extension page, it's like type in 30. That's your actual extension, not the days you're currently using, like
right, or have like a clock set up to where it, I don't know, something
a calendar.
Yeah,
a calendar, and it shows the absolute last day you could keep keep the campaign open, and you could just select that date.
Yeah, and then maybe put the hour or something, or I don't know. I guess it's midnight.
That's another thing. I think,
but
it would be nice, like if you could do it on a certain hour.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because I know sometimes like if you for the bigger campaigns, you can like schedule it where they can close the campaign at a certain time.
Yeah, and some people could get the clock too. I don't know how to do that yet, but
yeah, I saw somebody have the clock one time. I was like, how the hell did they get that? Like
yeah,
that's really cool because if people go check it out, it's like, oh shit, I only have like a day. Like for real. It's like a countdown clock.
I think Kickstarter has that too, but I don't do Kickstarter because I don't believe what they stand in and what they stand for. I just do Indiegogo.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that would be kind of cool to have it on Indiegogo, like a little easier maybe.
Yeah, and there's some things Indiegogo can do that I think they need to fix their images for their mailing list. So they, instead of like you having to shrink them down, just scale it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you gotta line it up just right.
Yeah. Just let us do some scaling. When we want to update art on the tier, let us update the art on the tier, even though the tier is in progress.
Absolutely. Like for me, say I'm designing a trading card, and I want to put the trading card art on the tier, just to put it on there. Or I got the 6 a.m. stickers, I want to put that on there. I can't do it now. So
yeah, that sucks.
And so it's cool, you're designing the campaign as you're going, and everybody's part of this experience with you, and you can you're showing the progress to everybody with the art, and it's an art form, and I don't know, it could be just a couple little tweaks here and there.
Yeah, because at that point, like your only option is to like take that existing tier down and make a new one that's basically the same except with the new art and shit, And
the count disappears.
Because I remember I put up the thing for the Preston cover but I was using the sketch because that's all I had at the time,
Yeah.
And I've had people, even Preston said, just take down that one and put another one up. I was like, I'm not gonna do that, dude. It would look weird,
Yeah. Is your book rated M for mature?
No, actually.
It's a teen.
I would say teen. When you guys?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's smart. There's a lot of young ladies out there that need some cool superheroes.
Yeah, definitely.
Like my daughter, she'd be into that. You know what I mean? She's not a teen yet, but they needed some cool female leads out there in the comics.
Yeah, that's kind of what that's what we're aiming for ultimately.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody can look up. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, she's got a few of those.
That's so that the teenage, that's so that the teenage boys like it just as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's that old saying? It's like I think it was like I heard some like chicks used to say like women want to be me and men want to be with me kind of thing.
Yeah. Heard that.
So everybody. I was gonna say, if everybody get a chance, check out Butch Cleaver on Indiegogo. It is still active. Links in the description below. And get that and check out. Like I said, he made it by the skin of his teeth. Like literally baseball, just the World Series, and he had the baseball slide in to get the winning run. The dude had the ball in his hand.
Weird too, because like you have an idea of your head of how things could hopefully go, but then something happens and that you didn't even expect it, and it's like whoa. But it ended up really fucking awesome,
Yeah. So it worked out in the end for him. I'm sure that there was like I used to make a joke. I was like, I said, yeah, my friends like, what's going on? I said, I'm just having 6 simultaneous heart attacks.
Right?
Like
what fire is the most important one that you have to put it out in a given moment, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but this one, like especially. What you had to deal with was literally out of your hands.
Yeah.
You had to depend on. Well, obviously, you pushed as hard as you could.
Yeah, I went on Instagram. I put up just tried to go everywhere. I think Facebook, Twitter. I called some of my friends to see if they wanted to check it out.
Yeah.
I just did everything I could, and then I was just just nonstop.
Exactly. So yeah, like I said, everybody check that out. Check out Butch Cleaver. I think it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a fun little book, and a series of books because he's going to do, keep going. So definitely want to see that continue. And once again, congratulations for getting to the funding goal, so you can make your dream come true. Which is a beautiful thing.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hell yeah.
One real quick before we go, gonna do some business. Share. Oh, look at this.
Nice.
Yeah, boy. Just a real quick refresh. I don't think. Oh, we got another backer while that was going on. Okay, cool.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Very much enjoyed that. Our next, what was our next evil we wanted to defeat? The backer number for Deadbeats.
It's like, what was it? 1080 something?
Like
1090.
Was it 1090?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Okay, so 1090. We would like to beat that. It's not as important. But it's still something. It's like, haha, we sold more books than you did.
Well, because remember, some of those were like dollar donations.
Oh yeah, dollar donations is like where it's literally like $1 for a thank you. Like,
hey,
that's all I get is a thank you. Well, fuck you too.
Yeah, wasn't that $5? That was their $5.
Oh, that's right. $5 was their thank you. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like $5 for a thank you. I'm like,
yeah, give us $5 and we'll tell you.
Yeah, give me $5 so I can thank you. Like,
oh, you're so generous.
Yeah.
$10 for a beer.
Exactly. I can't say we've had a few like actual donations. I think it's like 3, in all honesty.
Yeah,
but everything else, everything else has been books. So.
Yep.
And that's what I prefer that because I want to know everybody who's like, helping us to get where we need to go. And you probably feel the same way for them to get something in the end,
Exactly. And I want them, again, like you said, I want to hear if you love it, you hate it, you met it. You know what I mean? I want to know. I want to see if I can make the next book better. That way.
Yeah. Let me know. That's what I tell people. I said, when these books actually go out, let us know. If you have any criticism, let us know, constructively, just to like, it sucks, lol,
Your book looks awesome, though, man. Like it looks fucking awesome. It reminds me a little bit of like Wonder Woman and Supergirl. It looks awesome, dude. Like I don't see really anything wrong with it at all.
It's all about the reconstruction. It's trying to bring back that feel and what superheroes are supposed to be about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And just to mention so much thing, there's that beautiful cover.
I can't even show my kids like the stuff that they got on nowadays, man. It's just not where it used to be. And I'm not like I'm not at that level where I can go, hey, here, baby, check this out. You know what I mean? Look at this character. And I'm just like, fuck that. You're not gonna look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is cool, man.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is this is also became a part of the kind of like which is better, DC versus Comicsgate.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. And one of the people commenting says, like, talk about Preston. He said, he obviously doesn't know how boobs work because why is one boob overlapping the other boob? I was like, obviously you don't know how boobs work because.
Yeah, that arm's up, so that means that that boob is stretching back a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
One boob has to take priority.
They're reaching, bro.
Yeah.
People just reach sometimes.
I was gonna say whenever I'm in doubt, I will do the thing in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yep. To make sure it makes sense. So this pose checks out, including the supposed muscle that doesn't exist and the boob in front of the other. Nope. It all checks out.
I do the same thing, but there's a lot of hair involved there too.
If you look closely, she even has vagina bones.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, where are her vagina bones? We need vagina bones.
And even if it's not anatomically correct, we don't read comic books for anatomically correct characters. We don't want that most of the time. That's why Todd McFarlane is so popular. People love the disbelief. It's a comic book. It's supposed to be that way. I'm not saying your character is or isn't. But who gives a fuck? Like a lot of people are just reaching and they want to be relevant and they want to be big on Twitter and it's stupid. Your book's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you that. You guys fucking know.
And we appreciate that. Thanks so much. But the big thing was, I think it was the one where the dude, that one moron, who was trying to compare Art Germ to Preston. I'm like, so you literally took DC's best cover artist,
to
put up against Preston, and I will add that DC's best cover artist has to do it digitally.
Yeah.
And using 3D models and stuff, where Preston, all he did was use a model for reference and a canvas.
Yeah, man, I love how you painted on a canvas, dude. Like, to be honest, bro, if I had I would definitely, like, if I had the money, I would have him paint me things, dude. Like, because I love the way the paint look. I'm really into that. Like, I'm really into like old death metal and metal, like painting album covers and Frazetta paintings, and I love that. You know what I mean? There's not much of that anymore in comics, and Comicsgate is lucky to have Preston,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Tremendous talent. He's gonna be around for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Comics, in general, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, dude. He sticks out, and he's got a lot of original properties and ideas, and he's multi-talented, very universal creator and artist, and he's a great guy. He's very humble.
Very good dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the first guys that I connected with when I joined Comicsgate, and he was always there for me. And I love the guy. And
he's starting to get no simpy too. the first time they were, going after Peregrine, he, jumped into the fray, and then of course this time he, went at him again, because they're saying like drawn by some white dude. He's like, excuse me. Let me tell you.
I was gonna say he jumped in for one of our other artists with some serious no simpy. Like, because the person that was messing or that was saying like the worst or whatever blocked everybody on the team but him.
Yeah.
And then
weird, man.
and then tweeted their thing, so I only saw it through screenshot, and then
and they expect us not to dunk on them.
Yeah.
Because
crazy,
when I
man.
see that, I'm like, okay, I mean, it's a slam dunk contest. It's Michael Jordan versus, Spud Webb, but here we go.
Yeah, I just don't understand, man. Like they just reach so far, you know what I mean, for something like, oh, well, that doesn't add up. Well, what about this? And what about this? It's like, dude, what about you? Why don't you go fucking worry about yourself? Like keep your head down and handle your own stuff. You know what I mean? But some people are just crazy, bro. Like,
here's the really funny one.
Crazy.
If art doesn't appeal to them, they could just,
So here is our base cover, right? Base cover. So this is base. I guess you could say the best term is base Peregrine, right?
Yeah.
And then they tried to say that this is off model to this.
Oh, it's the same thing.
I mean, everything is this. Yeah.
It is clearly a painting of her.
It's the same character. You have different artist renditions of it. They're going to look different, just like she has bigger eyes in the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to get in there with the microscope, I guess you could find some differences because there's different artists. But that's the beauty of it. That's why you hired said artist to have different visual manifestations of your character.
Yep.
Exactly.
Geez, it's almost like we let our artists like interpret it the way they want to interpret it.
How dare you?
I know. Terrible people. God knows what are you gonna do. So yeah, that was I think we had a pretty good show for tonight.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I had a blast. Thanks for having me, man. Thank you so much.
Coming on, and like I said, biggest thing is congratulations.
Thank you, man, and thanks for sticking your neck out there for me and helping me out, man. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. When it came down to it, it's like, time to get to work now, right? It's like got to get the shield caps on a couple days early, but let's do this,
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Hey, it worked out. Awesome. That's the beauty of it,
Hell yeah, man.
So, before we go, we're going to close out for tonight. Like I said, want to thank everybody for. Wait a minute, what the hell is this? What are you doing there now? What's going on? Oh, you're zooming in
on the booty.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have us. We're going to play something to play us out. If anybody knows our show, you pretty much know what's about to come. So, y'all, everybody, have a good night. We will see you tomorrow night. We will have some guests again, and we'll see y'all then. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh?